Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Joining me on this very sunny afternoon drive towards home. Picking up here kind of mid-drive here, so we're stuck in a little bit of a traffic up here on north end of Colorado Springs. But we're gonna go down a street called Powers, so a lot of traffic lights and just kind of running some FSD here, so to kind of prepare for what we're hoping is to come here when it comes to full self driving. So as we can see here on the screen, running FSD 13.2.9 still, but looking ahead to what should be coming for full self driving, and hopefully here within very soon version 14. So just kind of going to have that conversation around the state of Tesla, and what's the next step for full self driving, what's the next step for FSD. Like I said, hopefully with the addition of version 14. So we're going here, so we made the turn, so we're going to head straight down this road, kind of a major road here in Colorado Springs. It's called Powers Boulevard. I believe it's like Highway 21 technically, but so we'll go kind of faster here, and then we'll hit a lot of traffic lights and probably a little bit of traffic as we go here. So it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but kind of give you the glimpse of what's ahead here. So as we make our drive here, we're going to head down basically north end of the city down to the south end of the city. And again, sunny day, so people out on the road. So and that's kind of where we're at. But yeah, so version 14 hopefully we'll be getting. So still on version 13. Elon Musk's been tweeting a lot, or excuse me, posting on X a lot. I still call it Twitter, so I'm going to still call it tweeting. Posting on X a lot about, version 14 is going to be as big as like when version 12 came out of full self-driving. I don't think we're going to necessarily get to unsupervised FSD with version 14, but according to him in previous posts, it should be almost probably as close as we're going to get to unsupervised before we get unsupervised. And I think we're about hitting some traffic right here. So the car won't nag you as much as what he said that last time that he posted. He gave an interview recently as well talking about this. We're going through a stretch here of this road that, for over the years they built the road over, little, not bypasses, but so crossing roads go under, and then we'll get to a point where we'll start hitting the stoplights and as we make our way down, and that's probably more busier areas of Powers Boulevard in the city. But version 14 is hopefully, I think the last time I saw was, it should start rolling out at the end of October, I think is what he said. So hopefully that's going to be true. We've been sitting for probably almost to a year at this point of like, it was like version 13.2.8 sat there for months. Then we got the .9 update to version 13.2, and we've been sitting there for months at this point. So it's like the slow roll that's coming out, and that's why we know for sure, and obviously Elon Musk has said this, that version 14 is what's coming next at this point. So the next update we should be getting to FSD will be version 14. But got over, now we're getting over. So been like, even right before I start this recording, getting up to that stoplight where we started, going real fast and almost slamming on slamming on the brakes. But there's been a few little quirks, it feels like, that I've been experiencing. I think others have been experiencing as well. Right, I'm running in the standard mode and not necessarily hurry mode. and it feels like sometimes, not all the time, but like it's almost like it is driving in a hurry mode. Um, like doing a lot of weird, random lane changes when it doesn't need to. So, little, gets a little buggy, so to speak, but nothing terrible at this point. But so yeah, we're going over right now is one of the last of the bridges over the crossroads. Then we'll start hitting the stoplights up here, as you can see it on camera right now. But a lot of stopped cars up here at this stoplight, so Powers can become a very slow process. Usually, I don't take this road leaving work, but from where I was at a golf course. Told me to head this way, but like, yeah, we're running 65 miles an hour right now with stopping traffic, motorcycle in front of us. That's what I'm talking about. Like, very, he just got over, but very delayed to stop. It's slowing down better than it did before I started recording. And I don't know if that's like a machine type of learning behavior, because generally I take this down the interstate most of the time, and so I'm not hitting this, go fast, stop type of traffic. Sitting here, looking at the news. So, should be going here, but looks like we are now. And we're going to be stopping here. These prepared to stop signs already flashing. This right here, especially coming off of the fact that from when we got onto Powers, that you don't have anything, and then this is the first real stoplight. So now this always gets, in my experience, pretty backed up. And then once you start getting through it, it's like filtering out cars from there because everybody's kind of coming up from behind, driving pretty fast. But let's see here. Where are we at? So we're running on software 26.8 with the 13.2.9 FSD. Um, like I said, nothing new has come in. I don't think anybody's getting anything yet. Um, but we could have a little bit of fun with this. So let's maybe change it into hurry mode and see if behavior changes to the car. Because like I said, it seems like it's already like running in a hurry mode when I'm in standard mode here. Um, but we'll give that a little bit before we do that. So, but beautiful day out today, so the drive should be good. So I'm looking down right now, kind of see. I think I saw somebody post on like Reddit or something like that about, does driving with FSD use your brake pads a lot more than it would be if you're not driving with FSD? And I think the answer really depends, right? I think if it has to come to a very heavy stop or a fast stop, I'm pretty sure it will use the brakes, because it can't necessarily stop that fast on the whim when it comes to using just regenerative braking. Because I think somebody posted about that, commenting back saying, "Oh, it's the regen that's using it." And I think that's in most cases, right? Because yeah, sure you can see the green line, but if you're not stopping, right? If I were to manually push the brake down, and I'll have a green line as well when it comes to regenerative braking. So I think in most cases it's going to try to use the regen braking. But if it has to use the physical brake, I think that's going to eventually come about as well. Especially if it has to make a faster, more abrupt stop because it's coming up on cars. So I think that's I don't know the answer to it, but in terms of like, can the Tesla or can the software, the camera see further ahead to realize that cars are either slowing down or have stopped further ahead than what you're getting when you see it on the screen, right? Because yeah, I can move around and see what it's seeing, but I'm only seeing, I don't know what I say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 something cars ahead of us. Versus anything else. I started touching the screen, so hopefully with version 14, you're not going to be nagged that much about like that, right? Like I should be able to touch the screen, but if I'm messing with it, it's going to mess with the attention monitoring. But I think at this point, for kind of the rest of this trip, I'm going to stop talking here. I'm going to speed this up to get you the look of as we make our way down this road, and then probably pick up as we get closer to the destination that I'm aiming for. So enjoy this ride, and I'll pick up once we get towards the end. All right, here we're gonna pick up right here. We're almost to where I'm headed to, but see, we've been sitting at this stop sign for a while. So getting these cars, and now we finally have the clearing. So, but yeah, that took you down. Powers there. It was like one moment I think I almost stopped to jump in, and like real hard braking situation with FSD. But again, that's a pretty fast road. A lot of stop lights and those types of things that come into play as well. But yeah, hopefully we'll have version 14 pretty soon. Hopefully Elon Musk is right and Tesla is on that verge here of working to push it out, so that way we're not running. Like I said, it's been about, I would say, I could probably go back and look, but this off the top of my head, 4 to 5 months of sitting on version 13.2.9, and it was like 3 or 4 months on the version before that as well. So really in that good holding pattern, but I think the future is bright for Tesla, and the future is bright for FSD as well, as we hopefully get to a point where we release version 14. It's probably hopefully as close to the idea of unsupervised full self-driving that we are going to get. So pretty almost flawless type of system that we're experiencing. So I appreciate you all coming along for the ride. Oop. See, it did this the other day right here too. So now I'm going to stop, like almost like phantom stop right there, like it sees something in the road. We're going nice and slow here. And then we're going to pick up back up speed to the stop sign. But anyway, thanks for coming along for the ride. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.